Next, let's learn how to print the installation method of the ground. The first step is to unplug the aviation head and network cable after the power is disconnected. Check the size of the ink compartment, whether the lid is properly closed and tightened. The second step is to remove the bolt between the drag chain slot and the chassis in the video. The third step is to lift the front of the spray car up about 30 mm. Hold the front of the spray car with one hand, move the anti-collision pad up with the other hand, and fix the anti-collision pad to support the front of the spray car. Then remove the bolts on the angle iron between the guide rail of the spray car and the base according to the video. Take the hexagonal wrench to remove the black bolt between the motor bracket and the chassis. Finally, as in the video, remove the large assembly of the spray car guide rail. Pay attention when placing: the nozzle is on top, the motor is below, and the nozzle should not be next to the ground. The fourth step is to remove the bolts that fix the chassis. For the bolts on the left and right sides of the chassis, just remove the top two. Then grab the handles on both sides of the chassis with both hands and hold the chassis aside. Then place the printer base on a flat ground. You need to pay attention here, the one with the belt at one end of the base is at the front. The cable of the motor is placed under the base to avoid being pressed when installing the chassis. The fifth step is to put the chassis down on the base and the chassis door up. Here, align the stoppers on both sides of the chassis with the nut hole. The base motor is on the same side as the aviation socket on the side of the chassis. The cable can be passed through the handle of the chassis and inserted into the air socket, which can prevent the base wheel from pressing the cable during movement. Then fix the left and right sides of the chassis with the 4 removed bolts in turn. Lock bolts with a hex wrench. Step 6. Find 2 smooth angle irons. Use bolts and gaskets to fix the angle iron at the left and right ends of the chassis first. When moving and installing this part, it is recommended that 2 people do it. In order to ensure that the nozzle is not damaged during installation, please do not remove the ink pumping device before printing and starting. Lean the motor bracket against the front of the base, the motor is inward, and the spray head is outward. Align the nut holes on both sides of the top of the chassis. Screw on the 2 black bolts prepared in advance. Lock the 2 bolts with a hex wrench. Then use bolts and hexagon wrenches to lock the angle iron connected between the chassis and the motor bracket. Then plug in the cables one by one. Step 7. Adjust the support rod. Loosen the bolt shown in the video a bit. Just adjust the black wheels to touch the ground, and then lock the bolts. Remember to move the anti-collision pad to the origin, next to the sensor flap, and also push back the front of the spray car to the origin. The last step is to unscrew the bolts in the video display position, turn the ink compartment up, and then tighten the bolts. This simple floor combination is installed.